Welcome. I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I have quite a few products from Stampin' Up. In order to keep track of my products, I have created a notebook in an app called Evernote. Evernote is a free app and it helps you organize anything. You can organize, the great novel that you're writing or your recipes or places you want to go. I have used it to create a note for every product that Stampin' Up sells right now. I ask a very small amount to share my notebook, and I want to show you how to do that. First of all, you need to go to my website. It's bevadams.com, and you'll see my latest projects that I've posted. But to share my notebook, you're going to click on this tab here, Evernote Current Products. And that has some information about Evernote, explaining what it is and how to share my notebook. I ask for $10 US dollars to get the notebook for 1 year. This is not a catalog year. This is 1 year from the date you start sharing. You're going to put the address in here that you want to use for your Evernote login. It can be the one you use. It can be any email address, but you do want to put that in there and then press Buy Now. You do not have to have a PayPal account. If you do have one, you can enter your login. If you do have one, you're going to enter it here. But you can also pay with a debit or a credit card by clicking here. And then you're just going to fill in your payment information. When you click Pay Now, it is going to offer you to start your own account at PayPal. You do not need to join PayPal or get an account. You do want to look for a little tiny button that says Not Now. Once you've done that, PayPal will send me an email, and I do need to add you to the Evernote Notebook manually. If you have a different email that you might use for PayPal, different than you use for Evernote, that's okay. PayPal will send me both of those emails, so it's not a problem. Sometimes PayPal takes a little bit longer to notify me. I'm on my computer way too much time, but if I'm away from my computer, if I'm out in the garden or having an adventure with my family, I may not get your email right away. So don't give up if it doesn't happen immediately. After I've recorded your information on my list, I'll add your email address to Evernote and invite you to join the notebook. I will also send you an email that's way too long that has all kinds of information for you. So this is the email that I'm sending as of right now. Just thank you for helping me to support my catalog. It does take me a fair bit of time to do this, so I really appreciate getting paid for it. You will be able to connect with my notebook for a year from the date that I send the invitation. It's not catalog year to catalog year. And at the end of the year, I'll send you a PayPal invoice if you want to continue with it, or you can cancel. I want to apologize for this email being so long. I find that it's got a lot of answers here, so if you might want to keep the email to refer back to it. Throughout the year that you share the notebook, I add new products. So if there's a new mini catalog that comes out, or if there's new products, often Stampin' Up will offer products for a month or so as a special, I will add those. Sometimes I let those slip without noticing them. So if I've missed something, please let me know and I'll be happy to add it to you. You're going to get the Evernote program by clicking this link, and the free version is just fine. In fact, I think you should start out with the free version. It does limit how much new data that you create, and you create data by copying my notes. You can look through my notes all you want without adding data, but it's when you copy a note. or create a new note. You can always upgrade later. In fact, Evernote's getting a little pushy about upgrading. They are adding some new features, I believe, that might make it worthwhile. The big difference that I see is the data limit. It also limits how many devices you can have. You can have it on 2 devices, and they count the online version as a device. So if you have it on your laptop and you log in on the online version, that's 2. If you want to add it also to your phone or your tablet, you'll need the paid version. It's not terribly expensive, but it is every year. If you're using a tablet or a phone, you may not be able to copy my notes, or maybe if you can copy it, it might not copy everything. So use your laptop or your desktop computer. Evernote also sends you an email, and it tells you that I have shared a notebook with you in Evernote, and it tells you the name of the notebook and also how many notes are there currently. You may be able to click this to join the notebook. I don't want to do that because I want to show you what Evernote looks like when you first open it up. Evernote may open up at the home screen, but it actually may also open up with shared with me. If you open here, it lists notebooks, and it always has the first notebook and the option to add a new notebook. This first notebook is really, there's no notes in it. Under shared with me, I shared actually this, both the current products and the retired products notebook. I also have a paper pumpkin to share notebook that I am willing to share for free. To start synchronizing, you're just going to click here. Evernote does take quite a while to synchronize. And it actually seems to be synchronizing fairly quickly this time. You can see how many notes are being added. I actually have a high-speed internet with fiber optic cables and a fairly fast computer. If you have a slow computer or a slow internet access, it may take much longer. And in fact, on my computer, it's taken a lot longer in the past. If your internet or computer is slow, you may actually want to leave your computer on with just Evernote open and walk away for an hour and see if it synchronizes. You may even need to leave it on overnight. If you have trouble synchronizing after that, please email me. There's some things that I can talk you through doing that should get you up and connected. The default is for the updated. The newest notes that are updated will be on the top. I usually sort by title, so it starts with the numbers and then works A through Z. Even after you've got all the notes, it may still synchronize in the background, so it may act sluggish and slow. To start out, after that initial synchronization, it should be a lot speedier. So then you can search through all the notes, and you can look for instance, you can look for all of your stamps. So one of the features that they've added, and I wanted to check it out, is in the upgraded version, you can start typing, and if there's a tag that starts with those letters, it suggests it. The free level doesn't seem to do that. So you can look through all of your tags by using this filter or funnel. And so you can look through all your stamps, and you can start typing that word and check the box stamps. And we're going back to searching by alphabet. So now these are all the stamps in alphabetical order. And you can add more filters So you can look through all the stamps that also say birthday. So these are all the stamps that I have intentionally put stamps and birthday into the notes. So whether they say the words birthday or not, there are 25 stamps that I think would be good for birthdays. I have other videos that tell you how to create your own notebook and how to copy my notes. I recommend that you check out those videos. Evernote does keep offering updates and keeps adding new features. Anytime they ask if there's a new version, do you want to update it? Yes, you do. Going back to that initial email to welcome you to my notebook, I do have a Zoom Q&A on the last Saturday of the month. These are not recorded, but I welcome you to join that Zoom meeting and ask questions. If you want to share my retired products notebook or the paper pumpkin to share notebook, all you have to do is ask, no charge. I share my notebooks view only. You cannot change my notes. It would be disastrous to have so many people sharing the same notebook. Not everybody understands what it means to share a notebook. If I make a change to my notebook and you're sharing it, you will see those changes added. That's how I add the new notes for the new products for you. If I shared it with the ability for everybody to edit, anybody could make all the changes they want. So if they decided they didn't have a product, they wanted to delete that note, it would be deleted from everybody's notebook. So I share it view only. If there's ever anything wrong or missing, please email me so I can fix it. Talking about the basic and the premium, I'm learning new differences on them, and I'm beginning to think that maybe the premium or the personal level, the paid level, might be worthwhile for you. That's up to you. The basic will work. I do have a Facebook group. This is private and you can't really look through it, but if you search for the name of it or click the link in the email, there are 3 questions that you must answer, and you must be already sharing my current products notebook to join. Once you've answered those 3 questions and I've checked that you're on my list, I will let you in and you can ask questions of me or other people there. There is a legacy version for the Evernote app. A few years ago, Evernote did a major overhaul on their app and it didn't really work right when they first started it. So they created this legacy version. I still use the legacy version. One of the features that continues to be missing from it used to be able to select as many notes as you want to move them or whatever, or copy them. Right now you can only copy 1 note at a time. And so if I want to copy multiple or move more than 50, I'll go to use the legacy version. If you want to get that legacy version, you can go to one of these links and install it. It's a separate app and you can actually have both of them open at the same time. And whatever you do to one will synchronize into the other. I also have a note called Evernote Tutorial, and I have made a video on that Evernote tutorial. You might want to take a look at those. And if you like sharing my notebook, and if you think I've done a good job, please recommend it to your stamping friends. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye. I have lots of resources on my website. Most of them are free. It's easy to miss some of those resources or to get lost exploring. Let me take you on a quick tour. Just under the banner image are 6 links. Under Shop, you'll find links to the products from Bev, Shopping Strategies, my frequent shopping points, and a sampling from the clearance rack. Under Inspiration, you can link to scroll all of my projects since 2011. The products may be retired, but you may be inspired by a layout, color combination, or a technique. I have the basics, where I've written about stamps, ink and paper, cutting, adhesives, and my favorite tools. You'll find a link to Techie Tips and an easy link back to my latest post. Click on Getting Organized, and you'll find some of my resources for stamp case slips, product labels, large labels for designer series paper, and more. Case inserts for dies, embellishments, and anything I think might fit in a stamp case, including ink refills. You'll also find color tools and charts, a practically free stamp pad storage solution, tabs and a quick reference for the annual catalog, and plans for toolkits. I have a video of my craft wall and more. Click on Evernote Current Products and you can learn how to share my notebook. This notebook has a note for every current product from Stampin' Up. It allows you to search by color, image, product type, word, phrase, or event, and more. I include French, German, and Dutch names and numbers when available, and the prices for all the markets. Evernote synchronizes on your phone, tablet, and/or your desktop or laptop computer, so you can look through the Stampin' Up! Catalog from anywhere, anytime. You can copy my notes for the products you own so you can find just what you're looking for. When products retire, I move them to the Retired Products Notebook, which I also share, and I host a notebook for Paper Pumpkin. Click on Sip Together and then Let's Stamp to come stamp with me or join my Sip Together team. There's also a link to learn a bit about me. The sitemap will help you navigate all these links from one page. And there are quick links along the side of my page. Shop Now takes you to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see the current host code. It would be a great help to me if you use that if you are ordering less than $150. You can click on the current catalogs to page through them online. And then there are my links to my 5 most recent posts. Thank you very much for stopping by and hope to see you soon.